Welcome back. So now our service is ready, our form is ready. Now we just need to actually do the real save to the backend. And let's try and do this lesson. First of all, you need to understand that what we need is kind of the value of the group. This is the value of the group. So when I type in something in the first name, something in the last name, this is what I need to kind of build my customer object right now. And we're going to grab this information by calling the value property on the group. So let's try and jump into the code and actually do that. So first of all, let's just make a constant right here, const, and let's just call that values. That's going to be equal to this dot group. I'm going to find the customer group, right? The customer group is this guy that I also just showed you right here. This is the customer group right here. That's the form, right? And for that guy, I can do dot value like we did earlier inside the HTML. Let me just show you that. That's actually this guy right here that shows the values as JSON, just like you're seeing right here, the values as JSON, right? So now we kind of have access to that guy. So now we have the values and we can start using them. The next constant I want to build is an actual representation of how the customer should look that I kind of want to send to the backend. I'm going to explain to the system that this is going to end up being a customer object, because then it's very easy for me, because now I can just do an equal sign and then I can go in here and define it needs a first name. There we go. And the first name is going to be the values first name, right? So it's from here. It's going to be from this group. I grab all the values and I'm going to grab the values first name, right? So I'm going to grab this guy right here, whatever's in here. That was easy, how easy that was. Then I'm going to do a comma and I'm going to do the last name. You see I get an error here. It says you need to have a last name and a first name, and that's going to be values again dot last name like this. There we go. I'll do a comma, and then the last one I need is addresses. I think that's the name I had. There we go, and that's just going to be an empty array right now because I didn't fix that yet. So now we've created a representation of the customer from the values that we are getting from the UI. Now this might work, and we might also have to do a conversion later on with a toString, but let's just see how far we get right here. Let's next actually go and call our customer service. So this dot customer service. It should be service. So let's just fix that. Sorry about that. I think I made a mistake last video. That's those fingers again. They're just tired. They want the weekend. And in there we have a create function. And that create function needs to get a customer, right? So now we kind of have the create ready to go. And then we'll do a dot and subscribe. And we'll get a customer back. And that guy is just going to call for now console log, just showing if we actually created a customer when we did this. So I'll just print out the customer in the end right here. That's all we're going to do for this lesson. So again, let's see what happened here. We're going to call the save function. That's going to, from the customer group, grab all the different values in here. It's going to create a customer from those values. It's going to then try and send a customer to the backend, and then it's going to kind of lock the customer if everything is actually sent there. And let's just create a new customer here. Let's make John Johnson like this. I'll do a save. Hopefully I get a console. I didn't get a console log. That's concerning. There we go. Actually, here we go. I got a console log. John Johnson with the ID of 41. Let's try and go back to our list and see if John Johnson is here. We just created a customer, guys, on the backend. Yeehaw! So the form is working, the request is working, everything is working. Try and read the code, and we'll of course change this a bit more in the next lesson. See you next time.